Let's start now? Alright. Have you guys ever done something so wrong, but it felt so right?
Like that speech I did.
I know I have before. Carlos has too now. He knows. And I have a quote here by John Wayne that says, "Never apologize and never explain. It's a sign of weakness." I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with this. One time, I had this girlfriend. We were dating for about 1.5 years. And out of the blue, I just broke up with her. She was crying. I gave her no explanation, no reason. I just did it. She begged me to come back. I don't know why. I don't see why she would want me back. I wasn't even that good of a boyfriend. But she begged and begged, and I never told her why. I just stopped answering her calls. I stopped talking to her completely out of nowhere. And it just broke her heart. And she was depressed for a long time, and her mom called me and told me off and everything. And I did end up feeling bad, but I still to this day haven't explained to her why. I just didn't feel like going out with her anymore. And another example, it's a bit more like a darker topic. I had an uncle once who, he was a great guy. He never did anything wrong. And one day, some guy came up to him and just shot him, killed him. And I don't know why. I went to the court hearing and everything. And my family tried to get a reason why he did it. He didn't say anything. He didn't smile. He didn't do anything. He just looked away. He didn't say sorry. That wouldn't have helped at all, but it would have been like a start to something. And yeah, I don't know why. He just did it. And I'm still wondering to this day why he would do something like that to my uncle, like just a great guy who never did the thing wrong. And then another point that I can bring up is that a friend of a friend that I have, he hit another man in his car. He did a hit and run, and he never apologized to that family. He was caught. He never explained. He wasn't caught, and he never told the family. He's never come out about it, and it's tragic. It's like a terrible thing you can do to someone's family. You don't know what happened. You could at least apologize, turn himself in or something like that. And I don't know who this guy is, but my friend does. And if I knew who that guy was, I would want him to come out to the family, because I know that I would want somebody to come to my family. And that's just why I don't agree with what John Wayne has to say. But that's it. Thank you.
No, I should call the first one. Which one is your phone? They were 50%. Oh, you didn't use the, oh, I used
All right, well, you can see the problem sometimes with that rhetorical question. Wise guys in the corner want to answer it. That makes it a little bit awkward for you to use it as an attention device. Yes, that's you, Carlos. I thought your transition to the topic was pretty clear, and your point of view is clearly stated. There's no preview of what the structure is going to be, so even though it sounds like you've got some examples that you thought about talking about, you didn't lay them out for us, and I think that that would have given us a greater confidence. It might have given you a greater confidence as you were speaking also. Excuse me. On each of the points, you provided some pretty good details. I tell you what, when you say the second one is pretty dark, I thought your first example was pretty dark, and I thought it was a little strange that, I abandoned this girl for no reason whatsoever and never told her about it, and you're grinning the whole time you're telling this story, and it was like, there's something going on here. That's Now, either the smile like that is your anxiety coming out, and you just got the kind of a nervous grin, because I'm just going to smile and get through this, grit my teeth, that sort of thing. Or it's conveying a message that you didn't want to intend, which is, I'm still enjoying the fact that I dumped this chick, that sort of thing, and that just doesn't seem right. So that's pretty dark too. Now the other stories that you tell are also fairly dark. So there's some somberness to what you're talking about, but your facial expression seems a little upbeat for that kind of seriousness, and so there's some inconsistency going on there. There's pretty good variety in your voice within the range that you're operating on. Your gestures are a little bit narrow. You tend to play with the topic a bit more instead of using your hands and arms to participate and get us involved in the process. Your eye contact is okay. Like I said, there's a little bit, I think maybe your anxiety is coming out in the two ways that I noticed. One is the smile. We want you to smile. There's nothing wrong with that. But remember, your facial expression should also reflect the subject matter that you're talking about. And yours is pretty much the same expression the whole time. So that's why I'm saying that. The other thing that suggests a little bit of anxiety, you stand as far away from us as you possibly can. You're practically up against the board here. And the truth is, Michael doesn't bite. At least not very hard, and so if you took a step or two toward the audience sometimes to emphasize a point, that would probably show that you're a little bit more engaged in what's going on. All right, well, we appreciate you being the final speaker of the week, and we'll get started again next Tuesday. Prepared speakers first.